So we are going to learn a lot of things in this course. This is pretty much all the technologies, and I probably have missed one or two. These are all the technologies that we're going to learn in this course. And you may count them, there's over 25 of them. There's a lot of technologies. And when you start with AWS, if you know nothing, you may be very overwhelmed right now. This is fine. I have a methodology. I have divided all these technologies into logical blocks. So we will go together and navigate this entire panel. But just so you can see, there are a lot of things you need to know for the exam. So this is why this course is a little bit long. Now, the way I tell about AWS to newcomers and even veterans is that I think it's a massive spaghetti bowl. And so this is me. When I learn AWS, I look at the spaghetti bowl and I just take a few pasta and I see more pasta underneath and they're all entangled. And so to be honest, when you learn AWS, as soon as you go into one service, it's going to be linked to the other services. And so they're all interconnected and there's no really one order of ways to learn AWS. It is the way that you feel is better for you. But I think I found a methodology to break down AWS into logical components. Now, it is very possible that while I speak about a technology, I may mention another technology that you haven't seen yet. This is okay. Do not panic. It will come in time and you're always able to go back in case you have any doubts. So to me, as a newcomer to AWS, we're going together and eat pasta and beat the spaghetti bowl. So the first thing I want to do is to go through a developer journey. And so this developer journey is going to be broken down. And the first part is going to be 4 hours, which is going to be the fundamentals for 3-tier web apps. And so when we create an application on AWS, we absolutely need to know the fundamentals because they basically power everything out there. And so all these blocks are going to take us 4 hours. I'm not going to read out every technology to you. We'll see them in their own time. After this, we're going to learn about developer tools. So we're going to go and learn about the CLI, Python SDK, and some other SDK, and also IAM. This is going to be 1 hour, and it's extremely important to do this early on because over the entire course, I will be using the CLI and a little bit talking about the SDK. Once we are there, I want us to go directly and do things properly. I want us to properly deploy an application. I want us to have a CI/CD pipeline, so we have continuous deployments. I want us to have infrastructure as code and monitoring enabled. A lot of courses push these to the very, very end of the course. I like to have this at the very, very beginning of the course because to me, if I don't show you right away how to do stuff properly, you won't do stuff properly. So we're going to shift things around and do the fun stuff first. This is going to be 4.5 hours, and I think it is one of the most fascinating sections of this course. Then we're going to learn about application decoupling and integration. That is going to take us about an hour and a half. And then we're going to jump into a massive exam topic, which is the serverless paradigm. There's a lot of hype around serverless. You may have heard what serverless is or not. Anyway, I want to dedicate a good 5 hours to serverless because the examination is going to ask you about serverless a lot. So this is a logical progression. And then finally, security is always present in AWS, and they're going to ask you a lot of questions about security at the exam. So we're going to do a deep dive in security, but all along the course at every single technology that I will present, we will talk about security. Finally, there's a few other services that I couldn't really place in my methodology, but it's fine. Over probably half an hour, we'll go and see these 6 technologies. They're very easy and there are very little questions at the exam on them. I hope you're excited to make sense of the AWS Spaghetti Bowl, and I will see you in the next lecture.